Alrighty. Good morning, every folks. Hope you're having a good one. So, I suppose we're doing part 4 here. Now, I gotta say, I was not expecting it to get this far, considering how kind of jacked up our first month was. But yeah, so far so decent, actually. Let's see, those ones are still rearming. I assume I got the entire team put back together last time, otherwise this is going to be a little bit awkward once they get there and don't have anything but flares. And I am, unfortunately, yeah, okay, we're going to throw that out at 30% just to see what happens. But yeah, it looks like it's probably going to be a night mission. Yeah. Yeah, you know what, screw it, we are not doing, no. No, we are not doing a industrial Corvette at night. Not with this team, anyway. Like, maybe if I had some heavy lasers or something ready to go, but no. We have research to get done still. We don't necessarily need to rush that just yet. So we're going to give that a bit of a second. I don't know what I was thinking, actually, going on to that one. Yeah, they're already over land. Let's just go ahead and get this one shot down and take the scout instead. It's probably worth going for just for the materials at this point. Might as well. Pew. Pew. Okie dokie. Let's see, we're gonna need a little bit longer. What's our gas looking like on the Charlie? 85%. Yeah, I don't know how good this fuel efficiency is on this thing, because hot dang, that thing gets far on one tank of gas. It just traveled an entire continent, came all the way back, went, and then still has time to go travel to the other end of that continent, and probably around the entire world 1 or 2 times. I know it's a gameplay thing, it's just impressive that they put so much gas on this thing. Apparently, realistically, it's technically possible under some circumstances to go, like, half the entire globe on one tank of gas, but still. That is quite a lot of time in the air. Sorry for the yawning, kind of slept weird, as you do. Alright, is this going to be the part where everything finally goes completely haywire? You'd think so. Now, I know I was saying last time it doesn't really make sense to repeatedly go for, scouts and all the little landing crafts and things like that. So since the only reason I'm taking it is because we didn't take that Corvette, because we still want to have some, some income coming in. So we need money. We need materials. So we gotta do this thing. Unfortunately, this poor bastard's barn is a tad wrecked. All right, how's our sides looking? Reasonably safe over there. You want to tell me what's going on over here, Mr. Dude? You got a name and a half. Mr. Matzius Zielinski. He's like mega Polish. He's like the Polish captain. He's Captain Polish. There we go. I don't even know if that's the Polish flag. I don't think so. It might be. Actually, wait. Yeah, red and white. It is. All right. So nothing appears to be happening over there. I'm gonna have her crouch just because she's a lieutenant. We don't have too many of those. All right, you go ahead and crouch. Where's our map edge? So map edge is over here, so it's probably... I mean, it's looking implied to be right here somewhere. So we're probably going to be expecting a lot of contact right away. Let's go ahead and get our rifles up front, and get our... probably have our HMG set up smoke. There we go. No eyes on him just yet. They won't be running grenades yet, so worth doing the old rifle wall here. Shoot. Okay, well, we found one. At this point, might as well just get into cover. Alright, we got lizards right over there. Is there any chance you can make that shot? Surprisingly close, actually. Not bad at all. Jeez. This Jansen over here, standing shot from way back here, through smoke, through like 4 pieces of cover, and 2 windows. 2% hit chance. Almost nails the first one, nails the second one. Solid. Absolutely solid. Alright, so no point in having all the smoke here. It's going to do absolutely nothing for lizards. So we're just going to lay fire into that guy. So far, so okay. HMG, you want to go ahead and say hi to this guy? In fact, do we have a stun launcher? Yes, we do. Yeah, we have a spare rocket for it. We might as well. That's a pretty good hit chance for a knockout. Okay, fine. You be that way then. Alright, so that's at this point all we gotta do is something like this. He's suppressed. Alright. He's probably still got enough to take 1 shot, so we might as well... Nah. Yeah, I was really hoping that stun rocket would do it, but no such luck. Oh, they forgot their accuracy at home. Okay, does anybody have a fire grenade or something then? Yeah, there we go. That will maybe enough to do... It might be enough to do something. Because, yeah, he'll probably pass out next round. Unless this one wants to go ahead and be a friggin' champion again. Nah, alright. Was asking too much. Alright, in that case, we're going to take a different approach. Do you by any chance have another... Yeah, just... If you can chuck that down that way, that'd be great. 23 to chuck. There we go. So that's pretty much guaranteed going to be him getting knocked out. We've got this one over here, still keeping an eye on this direction. Why don't you go ahead and head this way? Just kind of use her for scouting. I wouldn't expect too much going on here because we haven't seen much movement. We got confirmation of the scout right here. They're going to be guarding the door, so there's going to be at least probably like 4 or 5 right here. We want to save the second rocket for that. And then, yeah, they're probably going to be trickling out one by one along the sides because they got a really awkward angle. Oh, crap. Okay. Never mind. Apparently this guy is still just taking this smoke here. Let's see how it is. Why don't you go ahead and hit him with another one then? And another. This guy's got plenty of them. We'll load him up with some of the others later. Jeez, come on, man. Take a dang nap already. There's one beefy lizard. So what, this guy's been shot like 4 or 5 times, hit by a stun gas rocket, 2 stun grenades. Ah, jeez. Does not have time for getting passed out, that's for sure. Alright, that's as far as we go with that particular endeavor. This is not great. Not great at all. Now, does anybody have any fire on... Well, first of all, you take this, reload it. There we go. Everybody else just kind of sitting and watching for the time being. And that'll be our turn. Oh, crap. Oh, man. Really? Okay, well, there goes the leader. With the most accurate burst fire you've ever seen. Alright. I don't know if they're still over there, but it is what it is. Now, I believe there's still a small chance that they'll make it. Oof, okay. Well, we're just going to misfire that one by a mile. Beautiful. Okay, so we're in a bad spot. Got a way through the smoke? Not really, so why don't you go ahead and go here. Okay. Basically, I want him to be able to keep some eyes on this way. He's still exposed from this direction. It's not ideal, but I know for a fact there's a guy over here. I don't know that there's one over here. Hopefully these will reaction fire that one. Sniper's down for now. We've got 3 rifles vaguely in that direction. Really can't do much other than just kind of snipe at it for the moment. Because we need her on defense, we need him over here. Actually, can we use that shot? Maybe. Yeah, none of them have actually hit so far. And then you're just gonna have to be there for reactions, I suppose. Alright, good, he wasted all his points. Shield didn't block. So, the shield does block, but this is insane, so the damage that they do is kind of nuts. Like, the shield can only block 80 damage. These guys can put out up to 90 per shot. So, one shield isn't even guaranteed to block one shot. I really wasn't expecting anyone to be over here, because I would have figured, if anything, they probably would have tried going to the UFO, because they lost somebody early. Typically, the AI would be doing something like that instead, but, well. Such things happen. Alright, you go ahead and take some snipe shots, then. There we go. Done deal. At least those ones went a little bit better than that first one. Let's see, does Ironman include the revive chance? Of course, your unit was more than negative 20 HP anyway, so 0%. Yeah, Ironman is just basically you never reload a save, so whatever happens, happens. Alright, let's go ahead and move everybody up. Ideally, we want to be taking this wall then. I was really counting on that area being clear, but, you know, you can't always get what you want. But, if you try real hard, maybe you'll get a revive chance, as they say. Okay, you're going to be on reactions. You need to remember your rifle exists. Mr/Mrs. I can't bother to aim at anything. Now, I'm not really expecting them to run down this corridor. They usually don't like taking these. That's the only reason I'm actually taking this corner right now. Because they can kind of sniff where your units are. So if they see that you're around a corner like this, and especially if there aren't a lot of tiles like this, they typically won't want to use it. So let's reload you. Judging by the movement of the doors, I'm gonna assume we're probably safe out here. So, first of all, you go over here, see what they've collected, or see what they have on them. Let's see, they were shoddy and 2 stuns, so we'll probably have the shield run over here and restock. We've got a second area here now, though. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. And by the way, if you're wondering why the Community Edition added in those fire grenades that seemed a little bit worthless earlier, that's actually because of stuff like this. Because the lizards, you can block their vision with fire, and that's why they were originally going to be in the game. And, yeah, they just apparently didn't quite get them working before release. See, playing with X Division as of late, but with saves coming. Yeah, recently, does that get to count as recent? I think I finished the Ironman of that one, like 4 months ago now, something like that. Wait, was it that? I feel like it was longer than that. No, because that was right, that was a while ago, because that was around when One Man, One Goal, One Vision was starting, so... hell, it's been a hot minute. Anyway, yeah, thankfully they improved the ending of that now. See, fire nades seem great versus structures plus blocking melee units. Yeah, they're pretty solid for that. It's mostly just I mean, most melee units usually have enough TUs to just run around anyway. But yeah, no, there was it's just the fact that they're in this in vanilla they're pretty friggin' oops, that is not what I meant to do. Got my hands on the wrong keys here. In vanilla they're pretty lackluster because they only have the 5-tile area. In X Division they're like, hey, would you like a free, forest fire in your pocket? Like, here you go, we got like 40 tiles worth of fire. Go ahead and enjoy. Need to light up an entire night map? Well, there you go. There you go. We've lit up the entire tri-state area. Oh, it's pretty great. So, yeah, a little bit stronger in that one, but yeah, the vanilla ones are kind of weird like that. Yeah, fair warning. Like save scumming, definitely a lot more fair in XDiv. Fair warning though, some of the later stuff will be absolute BS. So expect to just accept some losses anyway, just so you know. Like, for example, trying to do a friggin' Xenomorph fortress. Screw that noise. Actually, I think in the entirety of that run, even when we got to the few moments where we were actually legitimately overpowered for a while, yeah, I don't think we ever actually fully took a Cesian fortress. We've abused it for materials, but fully taking the thing was kind of a complete no-go. Just because, yeah, there were so many friggin' Xenomorphs, and even when you had, like, the upgraded shock cannons and stuff like that, even when you had all these, like, crazy automatic grenade launchers and things like that, it still was not enough, because, dude, them suckers would overwhelm you within a couple turns. It's brutal. It's brutal. So I'll keep that in mind. As far as I know, I'm in Phase 1. I'm having fun. That's what matters. Oh, yeah. Like, Phase 1 is still the kind of ground war phase. Like, it's infantry versus infantry. Phase 2 is kind of like what you'd expect from, like, Company of Heroes or something like that, where you're getting some, some heavier units involved, but you're still seeing all kinds of mixed squad tactics and stuff like that. Then you get into Phase 3, and it's like, hey, so they got mechs. What's the deal with that? And then by the time you get to Phase 4, you're usually leveling about the entire map over the course of a single fight, so, there's that. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Alright, so we are going to do... do we do the thing? I think we're going to do the thing. So, piling on a door like this can potentially backfire. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the old grenade, door block and strat. In vanilla, sometimes it glitches out and the grenade bounces off the door. So that's why I'm leaving a few off to the side here, because I feel like 4 will be enough to still take it if worse comes to worse. They had 2 guys out here on a scout. That's probably going to be fine at this point. So there we go. We just aim at that door. Perfect. Alright, that's going to be at least 1 knocked out. And as far as I've seen, this is actually an intentional feature, not a bug. I know I mention this every time, but it's present in Xeno 2 as well. So yes, we are blocking the door and shoving grenades underneath it as, as good non-war crime people, for sure. That's okay. We're fine. Thankfully, their ventilation sucks, so if it wasn't for that, we'd have a much harder time here. Alright, moving on. Alright, so that should be at least a couple of them down. We're going to give it one more turn, just to make sure that they are fully hiding behind that last door. Let's go ahead and... Oh, crap. We should have waited one more turn. Alright. You go ahead and make that happen. That had a really good chance to backfire. Well, at least I don't have to worry about getting them back in cover now. Okay. So that's unfortunate. Welp, let's get you over here. Suppose I might as well have you do your thing here. In fact, why don't we have you chuck one over that way. And then get into sort of cover. That's great shot. Take your shot. What in the crap is this guy's reaction? Okay, he's got a pistol, that's why. He's just in here reacting to everything like it's the frickin' YouTube trend. Alright. At least we can suppress him. Unfortunately, we're not getting that computer, but that's fine. Alright, I'll stick a couple rifles around here to try and react. I don't expect this to go well. This was a pretty scuffed entering. Is he going to try and run out? No. Okay. I mean, so far we're still running profit here, so that's okay. Stick rifle up front. Rifle up front. Stick you back here for gunnage. And you usually don't want to have everybody pile up in 2 rows like this, but reasonably confident at this point that 3 rounds from now we can go ahead and take it. But yeah. Because of the way they're acting, I think they might actually have one more somewhere. That's why I'm doing it this way. So, if you think they're going to open the door, that's when you would do the double layer kind of wedge thing here. Just kind of assuming that they will be able to have the opportunity to fire. Alright. Shield in, guys down. Right. You go there, you block the door. Let's have rifles on the sides. See, once they start chucking out grenades and firing cannons everywhere, that's when we start having issues with this particular strategy. At that point, it's just everybody running around with shotguns and HMGs and hoping to get the drop on them first. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, they definitely have one more guy somewhere. Because that is some crap right there. They never do that. Alright, Scree Chet's out of here. If you've got a gas, please make that happen. Yeah, we are no longer running profit unless those 2 survive. Yeah, what is going on here? Did Community Edition fix the door thing? I'm gonna have to look into that, because that does not happen. Well, again, unless they have another one around somewhere. Alright, whatever. We'll just have you take the first weapon you find. Alright, one's down. There's at least one more. I'm going to try to hear it out. Alright, let's see what I missed here. It's interesting. Haven't played the demo for Xeno 2 yet. Should play it. Yeah, it's getting early access pretty soon. That's the only thing I'm waiting on streaming that one. So one thing is confusing. Maybe no. .xtip seems to be stuck on capture alien officer. Do the special units not count, or does the game proceed regardless? The special ones don't always count. Like there's a lot of different variants. Because in this one, for example, you've basically just got your soldier guys, your advanced soldier guys, a couple of special variants. Well, they're not really special variants as much as, like, you get engineers with pistols, for example. And then you get your leaders, which are the ones that typically come in with helmets and things. So if you're on officer, you're probably looking for, yeah, like a Corvette or something with a dude with a helmet on it. Alright, last guy's just waiting, I assume. Do you have a gas on you? Alright, so it's 32 for him to do anything. We'll see if they open the door. They will not. Alright, let's get both of them on this door, and you are gonna need a... Yeah, why don't we get a shotgun and a gas, actually? No gas there. Is there a gas on any of these guys? I mean, this guy... Okay, that one right there has one on the ground. Alright, so you take a step back. Take a step forward, pick up this gas. You go there, you go there. This turn, you open the door. You gas that mess. We're going to wait 4 turns, just to give it a chance to dissipate. Because I'm pretty sure they're right back here is the thing. In fact, best approach is not going to be this at all. We're going back, we're picking up that HMG. You're going to go ahead and down this rifle. You're going to pick up this HMG, get rid of some of these smokes, which you can't use anyway. Get rid of the flashbang. Alright. Here's how we're doing this. Shoddy's going back here. HMG is going over... Well, for now you're going right here. Then... We'll have to rearrange. Presumably they can't walk forward here. What we're going to want is something like this. So they blow that door out of the way. You move over here, get ready to counter. There we go, now we know where they are. You're going to crouch in case they charge. Alright, you're going to drop your HMG. And you are going to try to pull one of these. If this backfires, well, we're going to have some problems. But, there we go. And this is what the gas grenades are really good for. Because we could run in with a shotgun, there's a chance of death there. We got one of those guys back. Apparently, we never got a guard before, so that's not great. But we got 66k, so overall, we lost about 50, but we got 66 back. Not great, especially considering, you know, that. But all things considered, ranks don't necessarily matter as much in a run like this. So at least we captured a lizard, finally. Anyway, let's see. Notice some active, vehicle scan, can see into the back of scout ships. Yeah, that's been a bug since vanilla. Can't spell, lacks, HMG lacks reaction, though. True, but sometimes you just need to blow down a door. Let's see, there's at least 3 foes I've seen so far, but haven't been able to capture. One of them only saw once on terror mission. Others seem stupidly hard to capture with current tools. Tanked more than 400 stun damage. Captured alien stunners. 1-hit KO and nades don't seem to work. Other than the helmet dude, terror specialist or something. Yeah, once you get to electric rockets and stun gas rockets, those things are really, really handy. See, you can always blow up the door. True. You can always gun down the door, too. Doors in vanilla are so puny by comparison. Very true. They're basically made of tissue paper. It's pretty awesome, actually. Let's see. I need to spend a lot of bronze to blow up XDiv doors. Very true. Towards the... Yeah, in one of them, I think it took something like 7,000 minigun rounds to get through a door. It was kind of nuts. But okay. So let's go ahead and hire some replacements. Unfortunately, yeah, we are kind of we're kind of down some units for a while. So do we have any? Oh wow, you've got some trash awful stats. But yeah, expect to see an absolute death mambo as time goes on here. So we got replacements for our dudes. Let's get 1 extra. Oh, and actually it was 25k down, not anything else. So okay, that was still profit. It was a pretty hefty amount of profit, actually. And I know it seems messed up to view it as a purely cost-based measure, but that's kind of how we're running this right now. It is the way we gotta do it. Alright, so we got a carbine. We want a precision laser. Think Screechet's gonna have that one. Just because later we're gonna want an oh crap button that's reliable. It is a lot of alloys, but we're just gonna have to deal with that for now. Alright. 1 medium, send out the Foxtrots. You are getting intercepted by the Condor just because it's fun. Alright, can't do anything about that one yet. But yeah, ideally with a two Foxtrot approach, you just run up, fire, call it a day, have them go back, done deal. As long as you have them running away immediately, there's usually no issue. And of course, there's less of an issue if I can actually see my keyboard because it's kind of dark. And then again, I can't remember. I think it was like F11 or something to select all of them. It's been a minute since XDiv and all of the crazy complicated air game. That's what I appreciate about the vanilla Xenonauts. Like, it doesn't have all of the crazy mechanics of XDiv, but it's very to the point, you know? So I really like that the vehicles don't lower the amount of units in XDiv. Air game is brutal, though. No luck shooting down Terry yet, although forum post mentioned special goodies have managed. Yeah, you gotta specifically shoot down 2 of them to get the special goodies. So the first one to actually discover them, the second one to actually make use of them. But yeah, you get good stuff for doing that. You can basically get advanced jets you wouldn't have access to otherwise. Ooh. We got a landing, and I think they're probably going to try and set up a base there. Alright, let's get a second team ready to go. Let's put this rifle over here. Reload your stun stuff. Right, I'm an idiot. Anyway. Utter stupidity aside, let's try that again. This time, do not delete rocket launcher. There we go, take this. Basic rocket in there. We got our stun rockets. We go ahead and pop one of these in there. There we go. That's better. We got Cooper here, the guy that survived. So I'm still going to have them running around with ballistic rifles for now. I know we have the carbine. It's a good force multiplier and things like that. I don't know if there's anyone that I'd quite trust with it. Actually, wait a minute. 63 bravery. You know what? You're trustworthy with that thing. So I also love the options in terms of XDiv. Vanilla upgrades all being just plus damage, plus HP. Pretty much felt boring. Proper pros and cons there. Oh yeah. There's quite a lot of options. Definitely quite a few. I mean, it's not always, like, just plus damage. It's usually, like, plus damage, down ammo kind of thing. So, in some ways, it can potentially screw you, especially once you get into endgame shotguns and things like that. But, yeah, for the most part, it's just straight upgrades. But really, it's not the upgrades that are the meat of vanilla. It's dealing with the crazy scenarios. Man, I'm never going to be able to look at that one portrait with the mustache ever, the same ever again. Recently, the wife and I started watching This Is Us. Like, it looks just like the dad from that. That show is sad. And then it's happy again, and then it's sad. And that about sums up how This Is Us works. That show is interesting. Alright, we need another HMG guy since our dude kind of bit the dust. So there's that. Get these flashbangs out of here. You go over here, get these damage grenades. Well, one of the damage grenades out of here. This is actually surprisingly okay for what he is. So I guess we got a medic gunner. Why not? Got this funky looking dude. Why don't you go ahead and be a shield guy? I may notice we have not run pistols yet. It's not like pistols are bad. Actually, they're fairly reliable in vanilla. In fact, I really just haven't seen too many units that'd be able to pull it off. I guess this guy will give it a shot. Because he's got the strength to actually do all this stuff. Like, normally the only reason not to run pistols on a shield guy is if you're running grenades on them instead, which are typically more reliable, but we've seen how well that's all been going. Let's see. AFK for a few? Alright. Well, we'll see in a few then. Yeah, let's go ahead and replace some of these with better grenades. And there we go. We got another rifle guy here. I think you want to be another shield guy because you're looking at least reasonably non-noodle army. Get you a shield, get you a baton, because we have not run a baton guy yet. Actually, batons are pretty good in vanilla. And by pretty good, I mean they can basically one-shot anything, so that's pretty nice. Rifle guy, sure. We'll also give you a baton as well. Really, the only downside to batons is the fact that they take so much dang space. But there we go. Now, I know, early on I was saying, hey, you know, always run shotguns instead of rifles. Typically, you should. But, in this case, I guess it's just running a little bit differently. Alright, they're all fully rearmed and refueled. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this one down anyway. You can take a landing and just despawn the mission if you want. Actually, I might as well just airstrike this one. Even though it is an Arctic, that probably would have been a fairly easy one. So yeah, if you didn't know, you can actually just go to any landed UFO, start the mission, and leave, and it doesn't count against you. It counts as you stopping it. Oh, no. Oh, that was a mistake. We should have taken that other one. I hope these ones are still spawned in with their normal stuff. Well, hello there, Dagar. How's it going? Alright, let's see. We haven't lost anyone yet, but yeah, South America's getting pretty sick of our crap right now. Yeah, Charo Zone is going to need some hangars and some radars with that newfound money that we have. Yeah, let's get a couple more hangars, I think. Actually, yeah, there we go. Get you 4 hangars. You're looking good over there. You look like you could be building another Foxtrot right now. Yeah, they've got 4 days to go in that precision laser. It's just, yeah, you can go for more engineers, but as it stands, it doesn't really make sense to, because you're already burning through money faster than you can ever do anything with it, so there's that. Now, we want to build another lab with the remaining funds. Build that right there. And probably build a... Do we have a medical center? So usually they just die. There's not really much use for a medical center. I suppose we can... if it was XDiv, we'd build another radar array. But I think... Do we just build a missile battery? See, I feel like if we manage to let a base defense get through, we're just dead anyway, so I don't think we need another missile battery. It's kind of an empty slot otherwise, but I'd rather have a hunter or something like that. The plus side on the medical center, if you do have base defense, they're actually really defensible, so there's that too. Alright. Let's see, so batons are OP? Kind of. They can do like 80-something damage, and most stuff is running around with 50 or 60 health. Let's see, did I miss anything? We built a few things, and another month came in, so potentially this capturing this Corvette just got a bit harder. I might have scuffed the run there. Let's see, it goes how it goes in Germany. Work, work, work. And you? Well, it goes like it goes in the States. Also, work, 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 except it's all like weird work, and you don't know what's going on day to day. See, did not watch the last one yet. Have you had any luck encountering Sebs? Yes. We finally captured one in the last mission. Unfortunately, yeah, it took like two stun rockets and 4 stun grenades to actually knock him unconscious. And on top of that, we ended up losing 5 guys from the from the breach team due to the fact that for some reason they decided that that time they were able to open up blocked doors. So that's always fun. Let's see. They stack past 3 in XDiv. Which things stack past 3? See, they stack to infinity. So it's technically plus 32 because it's in the space base, but you know. Oh yeah. You can stack as many radar arrays as you want. So you can basically have one main radar base for most of the world, and then you can have the rest as air bases. It's kind of handy. Let's see here. Because we're typically seeing one unit that's injured at any given time. Like right there, we got one that's out of commission for 15 days. But realistically, if one's injured, like there really isn't any case for anyone on the team that, you know, we need them back in action that badly. So the medical center doesn't really make sense to go for. The only thing is the missile battery, in which if there is a base defense, but the problem is its upkeep is basically downing our money for the month. So I think we're going to leave that as is. Probably build another couple hangars over here with that same money. And then later on we'll... I'm thinking right now, so we keep building more Foxtrots, we keep working towards upgrading missiles. Eventually just build out this entire area for missile batteries. Kind of similar situation over here. Eventually, the goal is to create a situation where we can just repeatedly shoot stuff down and rebuild worst case scenario. But yeah, we'll get to that as we get to it. So is armor at all useful early on here? That is a hard no. So as far as armor goes, the basic Jackal armor reduces something like 20 defense, or it reduces something like 20 damage. Considering that everyone's running about 50 health, and the units can, or most of the shots coming in are going to be doing like 50 to 80 damage, or potentially up to 100 in the case of that last mission, where basically one shot was enough to shoot straight through the shield, kill our top unit outright. That, yeah. Like, as far as armor goes, here, let's go take a look at the exact numbers. Because, yeah, basic armor provides no defense. Oh, I guess we haven't researched it yet, so why not? I'll research wolf armor later. So wolf armor reduces damage by about 50. I forget if it was 50 or 80. I want to say it's 50, and then... Is it 80? I don't know. It's something along those lines. But it's enough to maybe survive one shot, and then once you get into Predator armor, it can usually absorb one incoming shot, and then they'll probably get wounded by the second one and killed by the third. But on the plus side, they can be far, far, far more offensive at that point. Like, if you manage to get a full Predator suit team, there's no excuse to lose anymore, because they can suppress anything. They can, like, even base game heavy machine guns are enough to kill end game units with a single burst. It's just a matter of getting them set up to do that. So I'd imagine at least later, super tanky Predator armor is good, plus jump jet and 360 degree vision. Well, you only have the buzzard for the 360 degree vision. That's what it was. That's what it was. I think the buzzard is 50, and then the wolf is 80. So basically, what they say is that it can take a anti-material round at point blank range, but what they mean is that yeah, it can maybe take one of their rifle rounds at a million miles away. Because I mean, technically speaking, it would be able to take one of our rifle rounds with no issue whatsoever. It would somewhat damage the armor. It probably would be able to take 2 shots from that thing, unless it rolled high. Alright, we got Arctic Corvette. Alright, we got our rocket, we got our rifles, we got our HMG, we got a shield. I'm very tempted to actually bring the laser shotgun, because this is one we do absolutely need to succeed. So I think what we're going to do is, yeah, give this guy the laser shotgun. And in fact, I was going to say give him a shield. You do not give your laser carbine guy a shield. It doesn't have that many shots in it, and the thing's more of an HMG, or SMG, really. Yeah, it doesn't have that many shots in it, and it also tends to be pretty solid as an almost rifle. So there's that. Let's see, Predator armor reduces the points needed to fire heavy weapons too. Yeah, and just the fact that you can have them run around using HMGs as if they were rifles, that's kind of the big thing with that. Because in most cases you can have some rookies running around with shields. If they die, at least you know where stuff is. And then you just run over, and like even a heavy, heavy laser or something like that will absolutely wreck most stuff. So there's that. Not to mention by that point, if even as a backup to those things, you can actually start finally making viable use of the hunter in the end game. Because once you unlock plasma, like the plasma cannon and stuff like that, you have those infinitely, and you have them on all your vehicles instantly, which means that yeah, you can just slap that sucker on a jeep and just use it as artillery. So it's actually pretty solid. Let's see. I thought so long as wins, or as long as you win the mission, even if he dies, the gun is recovered. It varies. It varies. So remember, first that shielded guys could fly, but not in community. Yeah, that seems like it'd be pretty busted. Yeah, your shield guys can't fly. I don't recall any version that they were able to fly. There is some cheesy stuff you could do in XDiv with the final tier shields that you could actually fit into your backpack. That you could actually pocket the shield, fly, and then whip it back out again. But yeah, that's very specific. All right, we got map edge over here. Hopefully, we're not flanked. We got map corner, so we got UFO probably over here somewhere. Oh no, I don't like this map. This is the one I think it is. I really don't like this map. This is Siberia, Vietnam, isn't it? It might be. Yep. Okay. So thankfully they come in with half-turn units. So it's 13 for him to attack. He's slightly too far away right now. Shoot. Yeah, suppressing this guy is basically the only way that we're going to get anywhere right now. All right, 34. That's going to be too far. All right. Right, shield guy needs to pray. Everybody else needs to try and get into position, I guess. Screech Head isn't in a bad spot, but I can't really risk anyone else. The one thing we can do is send some rookies forward and hope that they see this many units and get threatened by it. Or try to take some impossible shots. You might be wondering why not smoke, and again, lizards do not get affected by smoke. So this is why I call this Siberia, Vietnam, because it's just like they come out of the woods everywhere, and you kind of got a bunch of open areas where your dudes have to go through, and it's not great. When he said shoot the green thing, he didn't mean the forest. And by the way, this is vanilla version Nujima. Please miss. Okay. Okay. Crap. We did get backspawned. Alright. It's broken and fleeing. That's fine. Wait, who else is... Oh, this guy's bleeding. That's fair. It's probably not a bad idea for him to start chucking grenades, because I'm not sure where there's really any good spots for him to get into. This tile seems like it might be a good one to run to, but this tile on the Charlie is a lie. That thing is just going to get people killed. Alright, 34 to chuck. Alright, didn't get what we were looking for there. We'll have Mustache Dad look over this way. Have Screechet go over here to get better, hopeful sight lines on people. Now we'll have you fire in this general direction, try to get some of them suppressed. And get yourself back on the frickin' dropship. Alright, it's time for Laser Shotty to do its thing. whatever happens, we cannot afford to lose this thing. Because this is basically our entire weapons budget. Okay, so for the moment, I'm actually just going to have him go here. Thing is, 1 or 2 shots from this should do the job for anything on the map. So, should hopefully be solid there. Now we're surrounded by 3. Shoot. Shoot. Alright, that's not gonna do it. Alright, so he's probably dead. Which might put the guy there, which might mean shotgun goes there, deals with that. Still gotta deal with this guy and this guy. This one should be safe. This one is probably not, but hopefully they get some reaction fires, wound him. Then rifle goes around, finishes him off. HMG goes around, suppresses this one. Shield moves in, I guess. That's kind of the plan anyway. Rifle snipes at some point in this process. Oh, hell. He's very dead. Yeah, they're in with shotguns now. Nice. Okay. What are you even shooting at? Oh, they're shooting at the guy that ran. Okay. That's fine. Well, this one's wounded, so why don't you... Yeah, we know where they are. So... Wow, you suck. Okay. I know I'm trying to have him attack through a forest, but still. Wow. Right. So we got Stealth Lizard over here. That'll do the trick. Please be the only one. Good. You crouch, you deal with this. I probably should be leaving him on reactions, but I don't trust the sniper to be able to finish him off. Shouldn't have gambled it. Alright, this guy's got to patch himself before he dies. I was going to have him go run out and take a shotgun burst, but that's unrealistic. He's got a pistol. My hope is he goes for the shield guy and it bounces off. Otherwise, we might lose this guy over here. I was really hoping that rifle shot would be enough to finish him off after the damage he took. Alright, it looked like he took something like a 44. This is actually fine. Oh, that's not. Oh, nice. Less nice. But, wow. For a forest, throw the grenade 1 or 2 Z levels higher for better accuracy. Oh, I know. I wanted to try and land it in the middle to see if I could get it through the tiles, but no luck. Medpack at 50 charges in vanilla? Wild? Yeah, no, they're functionally infinite in vanilla. Alright. You reload, you finish this guy. See, what we're trying to do here is not necessarily even to win the fight outright right now, we just want to get them to retreat. Because after they lose a certain number of units, they're like, okay, it's time to back up and defend the UFO already. See, like, it says 2% right, 2% hit chance, but that thing is really good, actually. Okay, who else do we have available? Not very many is who. We do not have many units left. We've got War Dad, we've got Panic Guy, we've got Laser Shotty, we've got Sniper, and then we've got another rookie. Wait. But yeah, shotguns for just the amount of fire you get are pretty fantastic. The thing is, the carbine can be seen as more of like a just wave of fire rather than a single shot. So, what I was mentioning earlier about certain weapons being better at certain parts of the game, one thing it doesn't really telegraph terribly well is the fact that as you go on, they develop different resistances to different things. So, like right now they're somewhat resistant to ballistic, but they're pretty much non-resistant whatsoever to energy. So it just takes a couple shots from anything energy related to actually take them out. Once you get about a month or two past this point, they see that you've developed lasers, and they're like, okay, our armor has to have laser protection now. So the next tier that comes out will basically have upgraded laser defense. So for now, we're okay, but later on it's going to be an issue. Alright, so we have our sniper. We need to have that rocket going before anyone else does anything. Alright, just lob it and hope for the best. Alright, not terrible. I wound up hitting straight through the door. Nothing hits this guy. Oh yeah, and vanilla HMGs have just nutso range for some reason. Right, you get behind that, you get behind that. Or actually, just retreat entirely. No, you can't do that either. Yeah, at this point, you might as well just blitz it and hope for the best. Oh yeah, so as far as... Shoot. As far as stuff that's recovered or not recovered that we were talking about earlier, basically that entirely depends on what it is. So in vanilla, it's a decent bit more forgiving. It's just, we need to guarantee this kill. So pretty much everything, as long as you win the mission, is recovered. Otherwise, when you're leaving, there's this... I don't know how best to describe it, but it's like a almost random tile mechanic that's going on in your dropship, where certain tiles will allow you to leave with the stuff that you have on them. Sometimes it has to be carried, sometimes it has to be handled some other way, but yeah. Sometimes it has to be carried, sometimes it has to be dropped, sometimes it has to be equipped. It's basically something that the... Uh-oh. That's not good. It's something that the game wasn't really expecting, so to speak. Alright, whatever, just lob it in there and see what happens. Probably should have saved that for later, but whatever. Yeah, you reload. You reload. You get your expensive shotgun, because we're not dealing with this leaving our guns behind crap. Alright. So you killed Sibby scores, Xenonauts 1, Aliens 1. Hey, we're at least tied for something. Let's see, hey, you shot a machine gun 800 meters in real life. So, I mean, true, I just mean by comparison. It's like some of the stuff... It's like some of the stuff you can shoot for absolutely miles, other stuff you can't. Though I always did appreciate the pretty solid range on shotguns in this one. Alright. War Dad and Shoddy are going to watch the door. You get that expensive shotgun before we just go ahead and force feed you to the lizards for dropping it in the first place. Alright. So we're gonna have to go pick up more materials from the guys on the ground. Snipey's gonna need to probably pick up a shotgun or something. Oh, come on now. What the hell's he doing out there? Alright. We got yet another problem then. Right, you got gas on this? No, by 1 point. Nice. Okay. What about Shoddy? You got range on this guy. You can get in close. If this lands, then... Nice. You know what? Screw it. Just go for it. At least he's suppressed. At least we get to feel nice about that. Go ahead and fire on the door. There we go. We're firing on the door to make them retreat. Is there any universe that you somehow have a shot on this guy? I'm not going to question it, just do it. Yeah, that makes sense, sure. Please run. You know, that's okay too. Okay. Well, we still have the guarantee on him. Now, normally at this point I would say, hey, it's time to leave. However, this is vanilla, so we still have a shot at this. Alright, you go ahead and go here. All we need is that laser shotty, and we need to get some eyes on that door. Given how many were knocked out so far, I think they can have up to 15. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... many. Plus some probably knocked out by the gas in there. So odds, not great, but technically possible. Again, we can't really afford to bail on this one, because if this one fails, we're way behind. So, yeah, at this point it's just crunch time. We have to try and get somewhere with this. Alright, go collect whatever this guy had. So you notice the X-Div aliens like to open the door when nearly broken if they're stuck inside? Oh wait, hang on. It's not its primary job, though. I know, it's suppression. It is all suppression. Or, in the case of Vanilla Xenonauts, just countering everything. Yeah, so the thing is, with the doors, in most cases, the way that the AI works, and I'm not sure why it's doing it right now unless Community Edition fixed it, is because, yeah, normally when the AI is trying to path, it's easiest to think that they're, like, clicking on different tiles, and they're like, I can't get there. What's up with that? As soon as you stand outside of a door. Which, yeah, lends itself to some funny scenarios, where you can potentially cheese them being inside the door. Okay. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and run around the other way, because that's really suspicious how they're just kind of not in there right now. Now, this is kind of the situation that I usually save the second rocket for, but oh well. Because they're definitely hiding behind the two doors there. We don't have enough to do the full inside breach, so we gotta kind of hit and run this. I would assume there's maybe like 5 to 8 left. But I'm gonna try and cheese them out with these stun grenades. So first order of business, just chuck one in there. And apparently die, because... okay. So they're probably watching the doors, then. No, they're running back and forth. Nice. Okay. Shotgun, please. Shotgun, please. Shotgun, please. Nice. Calculated. Totally not luck. get the impression you're not going to survive this mission. Question is, what exactly crunches here? Bones, mostly. Yeah, that's how blocking doors works. Watching aliens run back and forth vanilla for my first base invasion past 20 turns or whatever was funny. Yeah, sometimes you can cheese them running back and forth for some pretty interesting results. Alright, are they feeling confident enough to send another one is the question. Yeah, by the way, check his morale. He's like, yeah, 99 plus. I got this. Frickin' welcome to Earth. Alright, yeah, it's just probably one or two guys waiting and watching the door. Let's chuck another one in there, see what happens. See if they decide it's worth the effort. Alright, I guess it's time to go all shotguns. So rifle can go away. So we got this over here. There we go. Pick up ye shoddy. Yeah, HMG is good, but we're not needing to blow down any other doors. It'll be here if we need it, but what I want is something more like this. So we got what we needed out of this. Probably just reload it before going in there, actually. Basically, what we were here for is the Corvette data core and that shotgun that one guy was carrying, because that puts us up to 3 plasma items, which means that we can upgrade to plasma missiles, as well as upgrade our grenades, and on top of that, it upgrades us to, I forget what the hell it upgrades us with the core. I think it gives us some ship upgrade or something that we'll never use. Oh. There's an officer there. Say hello to ye shoddy. I'm going all in for this, because if they're sending this guy, they're desperate. But seriously, what is this guy even doing here? Crouch, fire, kill, please. Wow, how are you still alive right now? Do you have a stun baton? Screw it. Nice. Is that everything? Still got one more somewhere. Alright. Still got the dude over that way. Don't... Oh, get out of here with that accuracy. Jeez, dude. Alright. Wait, really? You're just gonna sit there. I mean, whatever floats your goats, man. Okay, so we got 2 that survived. Got the combination of War Dad and Shotgun that managed to friggin' carry that thing. We got a Reaper somehow. We got the Assault Plasma and the Heavy Plasma, so that's, yeah, that's going to upgrade us to Plasma Missiles. We're on track. We're back on track. Somehow we got the same amount of profit on that one off the other one. We lost 5 dudes, including Screech. Sorry, Screech. Yeah, actually, we lost 20k. We gained 66. That was profit. So we got directional thrusters, we got electronics, we got plasma. That's what we needed. We're basically on our way to get the Shrike. We're on our way to get upgraded missiles. So yeah, that actually went well. Yeah, whatever floats your boats. No, you gotta float your goats, man. Gotta float them goats. All right. Let's hire some dudes, and since it's the beginning of the month, we got some nice high bravery units with some actual decent stats. And we're pretty much capped out on how many people we need, so beautiful. We're well on our way. How many days off from that lab? Still 10. 6 more people arrived. We're going positive. Like, I know we're losing dudes, but we are going positive here, so definitely better than I've been expecting. But I suppose, Mr. Dagar, we gotta name somebody after you this time. How'd you like to be War Dad? Would you like to be War Dad or Laser Shoddy? Actually, I guess technically speaking, we got the heavy gunner that survived out of that too. Actually, I don't know if we can even rename the ones that are too injured that we gotta pretty much paper mache them back together. Yeah, there's... Okay, so yeah, we got HMG guy and we got War Dad. The other two are currently being re-glued in the blender. War Dad looks some more like you? Alright, sounds like a plan. There we go. You got the 2nd rank, which means you're currently the highest ranking person here. Congratulations. It's like, oh god, what the hell did I sign up for? I have a feeling this operation's run by a complete idiot. Alright, we got our rapid-fire lasers, which suddenly mean that the Condor is able to do a hell of a lot of good stuff. Next we go towards these plasmas right here. Actually, we should probably go for analysis. We're going to go for analysis next. Scatter laser, yes. Scatter laser is going to be pretty important. In fact, if we don't have a good sniper anymore, we should probably get rid of the precision laser. No, we're going to still keep it, because we have been doing a bit better for alloys this time around. So alright, so we're basically going for 1 heavy laser, 1 sniper laser. We got Reapers. Them suckers are terrifying. Thankfully, we shot them with a missile first. Yeah. Funny part is, stun batons, bizarrely enough, do kind of hard counter Reapers, which is pretty great. Like, what happened? You know, you guys went over and met some aliens, huh? They were over there turning people into zombies. How exactly do you fight something like that? Like, oh, I brought my taser along. All right, so the Russians stole our lasers. Good to know. Like, I personally really love that detail, because yeah, they're like, this is why you can never make a profit off any of your stuff, because the Russians keep sending spies and stealing your designs. It's great. It's great. All right, so that thing's finished. Let's go ahead and get the next Foxtrot going, because we're gonna need to staff the next base. This base is all well and good now. We actually have some money. Still not enough to actually ever justify, you know, doing something crazy like, you know, actually buying armor for anybody. But hey, there's stuff. So around this point is when we should start seeing more gains. We might lose South America. The Condor, once we get the next missile upgrade, should actually be able to solo one of these. Because, yeah, the Condors benefit a hell of a lot from each of these upgrades. Dead. By the way, never turn these to full fast mode early on. Good morning, kiddos. Alright, so the kiddos are up. So it's time for me to get going. Let's see. I was wondering, theoretically, you could drag the aim on instead of doing the last mission, like letting go to year 2000 or so. Theoretically, yes. You can let it go on for quite a while. But yeah, you more or less like once you get the Fury and stuff like that, you really just don't ever have to do anything else again. You can just keep having infinite money. In theory, that's the way to make this one happen, but by that point you have to have taken down 2 battleships to even pull that off, and you're usually going to have an easier time just going for the final mission. Because all you need for the final mission is a few Predator suits, a few HMGs, some carbines, and a tank. Because the best way to handle that initial hallway is just to have a shotgun open the door, or a carbine open the door, and then just have a tank fire everything it has down the hallway. You don't go for the side generators, because that's... why would you? And then you just kind of blitz the final room, close off the doors behind you with the tank, and, yeah, just kind of hope for the best at that point. Alright, anyway, so, this went better than expected, so I will do one last thing here with this little airplane type dealy. Do some of them flippy flips. And, yeah, then after that we'll get going. Kind of scuffed that one. You can't really do the flippy thing as much against the Corvettes. That's actually one that you want to auto-resolve. And oh, that's a problem. It's not impossible, but it is a problem. You can actually beat fighters with Foxtrots, you just don't want to do it with low fuel. Because they can take a couple direct bursts. So, there's that. And it's actually... is it F1 or F... yeah, it's F4 for select all planes, that's what it was. Boom. And then, yeah, with the next missile upgrade, we only need 1 Foxtrot per Corvette. They can actually outrun them. Alright, anyway. Alright, see you guys.